Namaste, it's Ali here, and today I'm just doing a short video on elevated kapha or aggravated kapha in the system. And the word kapha is an Ayurvedic term. You can think of Ayurveda as like the sister science to yoga. It's the science of life. It's this ancient technology that we have access to. And what a kapha elevation looks like, or if you might know that you're experiencing a little bit of elevated kapha if you're experiencing symptoms that are a little bit imbalanced towards the way of laziness and lethargy, and just kind of feeling unmotivated or heavy, not wanting to get off the couch, those type of things, not wanting to go out and do things, or stubbornness. Sometimes overeating can be a really common symptom of overactive kapha in the system, as well as overspending. So spending more than usual, or wanting more material things than usual, or also with the overeating, gravitating more towards oily or sugary foods like chips or pizza, cake, cookies, those type of things. Also experiencing a lot of congestion, or things like flus, but congestion in the way of fluid or mucus in the sinuses, in the lungs. It's a really common symptom of overactive kapha, as well as weight gain or water retention. But generally just feeling unmotivated or uninspired, or even sometimes a little bit depressed. So seasonal affective disorder, or SAD, can often be associated to this kapha imbalance, especially because this time of year, towards the end of winter and the beginning of the spring, is when kapha tends to build up in the system. It's most predominant in the springtime, and it can really send the balance of our bodies and our systems a little bit off. So what can we do about this? Well, there are many things, and a couple of the things I'll just talk about briefly are, in terms of a yoga practice, more uplifting and inspiring and more vigorating types of yoga. So things like sun salutations or hot yoga or vinyasa flow practices are really great. Also anything around the heart. So at this time of year, in the springtime, it can be really nice to invite the energy also of the heart. So anything that feels really inspiring, uplifting, and airy in nature, inviting the element of air. There are many pranayamas that one can use that are really invigorating and energizing, which can be really helpful as well as purifying and detoxifying. So one of the things that is good to focus on when trying to balance kapha is a little bit of gentle detoxing. So there are many pranayamas that can help with this, as well as different types of meditation for purity of the mind, of the manomaya kosha, the emotional and mental body. In terms of Ayurvedic practices, things like dry brushing and neti. You can tell maybe I'm a little bit mucusy myself right now. I'm going to have to do some of these myself. But yeah, lots of things like dry brushing can be really good at this time of year. A little bit of intention setting, or working with sankalpa or goal setting, is nice at this time of year, as opposed to January is not such a great time actually in the natural cycle for these things. And also there are many things that we can do with the diet. So working with diet in terms of kapha, just post some questions in the link or in the comments below if you want to know any of the main dishes that can be used to pacify kapha at this time of year. But also know that I'd love to invite you to check out my upcoming course, which is coming out on the spring solstice, or the spring equinox, I should say. The spring equinox. It's called the Spring Equinox Awakening, and it's just a 6-day experiential online journey, and we did one, a whole group of about 80 of us in the winter solstice, and it was beautiful, and people found it really, really healing and beneficial to learn how to work with the natural cycles in this way. So in this course there'll be 6 different yoga practices for the springtime, for the heart, and for the sun, and for uplifting and invigorating us, and also in a gentle way. And we're building slowly as opposed to just like jumping into like a rigorous routine. It's like a very gentle and slow approach to adding more as the days get longer. So that's really important, not to go like full blown. So yoga, there'll be 6 yoga videos, as well as yoga nidra. Those of you on my channel, I know you love yoga nidra. And then mindfulness practices for each day as well, including not just things like journaling and different mindfulness practices just for throughout the day, but also detailed instructions and tutorials on how to work with some of these Ayurvedic cleansing and detoxifying technologies that can be really, really great for balancing kapha at this time of year. So we'll be doing that, and then also for each day I'll have a link, a PDF link to one of my favorite recipes for this time of year. So all of my favorite Kapha-Balancing spring salads with all and smoothies and juices and different things like this that are all meant to support you, as well as a couple of stews and khichdi and different things like that that are meant to support this awakening of coming out of the hibernation phase of life. So let me know if you have any questions. I'd love to answer any questions that you might have. I'm going to post a link to learn more if you're interested to learn more about the course. But I'm so excited about it, and I'm so excited. We've already got quite a few people signing up, and I'm super grateful for that. So thank you for everybody that's already signed up. And I can't wait to start this journey with you guys on the spring equinox, and know that this will support you through the whole springtime. So it's meant as like a go at your own pace style of course. You have the material for all time, and it can support you through the spring. It's not like you have to do each practice 6 days in a row. It's just they're going to be released over 6 days. So it's definitely the content will be yours to go through at your own pace and support you through this time of spring. So please let me know if you have any questions. I'd love to answer any questions that you may have about this, and thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Namaste.